Tom Brady is apparently back in the building in Tampa, Florida. His hiatus from the team that was described as pre-planned, even though it wound up from going pre-planned to open-ended, because Coach Todd Bowles was saying, I kind of don't know when he'll be back. It's he used a lot of the phraseology that you hear from the men and women who work in the NFL information community, where they couch things as expected to. We have plans to. I expect him to be ready for the opener against Dallas on September 11th. But here we are on August 22nd, and he is back in the building. Back in the building in Tampa after he took a leave of absence for personal reasons, and the rumors over the last 10 days have been insane. The number of texts I get from people who say, I'm hearing it's this, I'm hearing it's that. My phone is blown up. And I haven't trafficked in a single one of those rumors to discuss on this program, with the exception of him having left the team so he could shoot the Masked Singer. I addressed that as the dumbest rumor I've heard in the 20 years in my association with the NFL.
It was a great rumor, though. It was nice. It was just like it kind of got us through the Friday or whatever day that was. Like,
but we don't do things. We don't do things to get us through. You know?
I understand.
I mean, but I had to address that
fun.
one.
But it was fun.
I had to address that one. But now he's back just in time to address what I can't believe I'm saying this. Dana White uncorked during a, wait for it, this is like a Mad Lib. Like you fill in the proper names because it's just crazy. It's like a child fill this in. He's got to address the rumor, or I guess the fact that Dana White, the UFC, is he the founder, president? What do we call Dana White?
The CEO.
Actually, yeah. The CEO, of UFC, Dana White, uncorked during UFC 278 this weekend on the Gronkcast version of the event. And Gronk brought this up, that Dana White brokered a deal for Brady and Gronk to go, when Brady was in his walkabout, to Las Vegas and play for the Raiders, and Jon Gruden squelched it. So I guess while we're on the subject of a Mad Lib here, I'll just say what I'm going to say. So I guess Derek Carr is the MFer in question.
Yeah. So I texted you guys last week.
Gronk has confirmed
like it, right?
that it was Las Vegas that Brady was getting set to go to with Gronk after leaving New England. And then Brady, as we know, wound up on the shop with LeBron James talking about his free agency period where he was getting set to go somewhere, and he says, you're going to stick with that, MFer? Derek Carr, as confirmed by Gronk. And you have to wonder what was going on there. I had Mayock in the booth during the combine, and I kind of made fun about going to, twitching in Brady's direction. I guess Brady wasn't technically free yet, so he couldn't say the words, but I poked around, and I didn't speak to Mike, but I poked around, and I heard, yeah, that happened, and Gronk confirmed it.
Wow.
Now then, Carr is there with Davante Adams now, with Josh McDaniels, the guy that was coordinating Brady all those years. Wouldn't it be amazing if Carr and Adams with McDaniels takes the Raiders to the Super Bowl anyway? This year, under the light that we just had cast on all this. Now, I'm so high on the Raiders that I've chosen them to win the AFC West. I might be the only one out there who said this. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't profess to know everything. But wouldn't that be amazing? And then, with all due respect to Derek Carr, which means now I'm allowed to disrespect him.
You're about to.
Well, I mean, especially in light of seeing how Brady keeps playing and how well he is playing. What was Gruden thinking? Was it so difficult to offload Carr? Would it have totally handicapped them? I mean, there might have been some sort of process that would have been so difficult to undergo cap-wise and get Brady underneath it. But Brady and Gronk in Vegas, when you're trying to open a new stadium and sell seats and get a whole new fan base in Vegas interested? Are you kidding me? How do you turn that down? What are you thinking?
Rich, wouldn't the first question be, how does the president of the Ultimate Fighting Championship get involved in brokering?
Isn't he tight with the Patriots and Brady, and he's known him for years, and Kraft and all that? I mean, he's from the area, isn't he?
He is. He's from Massachusetts.
So, I mean,
he sits in the box at Pat's games.
Well, I mean, I get that, but that doesn't strike anyone else as odd that, like, someone not affiliated with the league is brokering.
You know what's the oddest thing? What's the oddest thing ever that I couldn't square this circle the first time I heard it? You know, because I didn't hear the Gronk before and after. I just thought it might have been Dana White espousing off the top of his head.
Yeah, when I first sent you guys the text, that was.
And my first thought was, I could not imagine the phone call. I would have loved a GoPro. I would have loved some sort of tap on the phone of Mike Mayock. Hey, Mike, this is Dana White. Do you want Brady and Gronk together? And what Mayock's first blush response could have been. Like, is this an entrapment of some sort? Like, is there some sort of punking that's going on? You'd have to explain to Mike what a punking really is.
Your first response should have been yes.
Well, I mean, but
it's like Ghostbusters.
But why would
when
you?
Someone asks if you're a god, you say yes.
I know that, but as TJ points out, why would you just think that Dana White would have the ability to broker this number one, top of the list, to use a phrase, king of the hill, a number one sports acquisition?
Yeah.
Because it's 2020, and that's how things are done.
Also, from what you always say about Mayock, do you think Mayock knew who Dana White was?
Yes.
Okay.
After a while, I think he would have.
Okay.
But if it all comes down to it, and Gronk confirmed it, you know, and Gronk even had to cover a track. He knows that you got to, you know, you can't disrespect Tampa.
Yeah.
By saying you are choice B. Right? But they were choice B, choice A, which also leads to, you know, asking Brady. I thought the idea was he wanted to stay on the East Coast.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
It's part of the reason why he went to Tampa. I mean, doesn't matter. He went to Tampa. He's still in Tampa. He won a Super Bowl with Tampa. He almost beat the eventual Super Bowl champions in Tampa. He's back in Tampa today. He will play for Tampa this year, and he damn near may bring a second trophy to Tampa. Wouldn't that be amazing if they take on the Raiders in the Super Bowl?
That would be awesome. Now I'm pulling for that.
Then I think Dana White's got to be the halftime act.
Yo, throw on a
UFC fight. A UFC fight at the Super Bowl halftime?
15 minutes, 3 rounds. Let's go.
You're welcome, everyone.
Bring it in.
Adesanya and Bones Jones, halftime of the Super Bowl.
Well, we need 5 rounds for that. So it's going to draw halftime out a little longer, but that's fine.
The Super Bowl's in Vegas.
Halftime's about a half an hour, 45 minutes anyway.
That'd be perfect.
All right, you're welcome.
That's perfect.
There you go.
You're welcome.
It's usually first.
Nice.
Fighting.
Are we going to rub each other's blood on each other?
Whoa.
Oh, you know, that was insane.
That was nuts.
I put that on our Instagram stories, and I saw you watch it, and when I looked at you watch it, my thought was like, what is Rich thinking right now? Watching.
Actually, you know what I was thinking? I was, and honest to God, I was thinking, I'm like, thank goodness you're operating our Instagram, because I wouldn't have posted that myself. But it's such a major sports story. I'm glad that you're on that wall for us. That's literally what I thought.
Thank you.
And then I thought of Silence of the Lambs. With Fava being a nice Chianti. That's what I thought. All right, so we're off and running here. And Brady's back. And, man, his first media availability will be something to tune into. But I'm glad he's back, man.
Yeah. Is he supposed to talk today?
I don't know. I doubt it.
As Brockman pointed out, Brady comes onto the field. He's throwing up middle fingers and DX crotch chops and having fun.
No, I mean,
back, baby.
Thank goodness he is back.
Yeah, he's back.
I mean, what a total bummer it would have been if he wasn't back, and not just for the football, but for him. Like, he doesn't want to depart the team.
No.
Yeah.
Or not. He didn't come back just to not answer the bell in week 1. I mean,
it's okay if he doesn't.
I know that for the Dallas Cowboy fan. Well done, sir.
Take your time, Tommy.
Well done.